When I wake up on a cool fall morning, this is my protein bar alternative that is stupidly easy to make, has as much protein as a protein bar, and will keep you full until your next meal. Not only will I show you how to make them, but I will present the perfect way to store and reheat them so a month from now, they are arguably even better than the day they came out of the oven. Let's get into it. We will start with our filling. Into a high-sided container, we will add 84 grams of room temperature reduced fat cream cheese, 84 grams 2% cottage cheese, 15 grams sugar, 20 grams erythritol, and 2 grams imitation vanilla. I am sure you are wondering, why real sugar? Well, there is an important balance between flavor and calories in macro-friendly recipes. Through my taste testing, I am of the opinion using all erythritol made for a fake artificial tasting filling and going closer to half and half improved flavor 10x. And for an extra 10 calories per muffin, I think it is well worth it. Also, why not just use cottage cheese since it has more protein?
We are going to do a blind taste test to tell which one is which. Also, make sure you put oil on your liners. Even with the 2% cottage cheese, it doesn't really have much taste to it. It's just not very good. It's just night and day. It's like nice and dense, so when you bite into it, you get this nice creamy flavor bomb. And yes, it is cooked a little bit underdone because that's how I fucking love them.
If the cottage cheese doesn't bother you, you can use all cottage cheese. Again, as someone who wants something to taste as close to the real thing as possible, I am going to go with something that produces more flavor even if it is slightly higher in calories. Now take an immersion blender and mix everything together for about 30 seconds. I want to take the time to wipe the side of the container and the blender 1 to 2 times to make sure everything is broken down and our cheesecake mix is smooth. You can also use a food processor to reliably get the same level of smooth. All you need to do is add the ingredients and process. Just don't try to mix them with a whisk by hand. It will never work even if you do it for 10 minutes. Trust me, I tried.
Oh my God.
Grab a gallon bag, put it into a tall cup, and then add the cheesecake mixture. Close up the bag and throw it into the freezer while we get the rest of the recipe together. Get a bowl on a scale and add 90 grams all-purpose flour and 102 grams PE Science pumpkin pie protein powder. The protein you use is crucial in this recipe, both type and flavor. A whey casein blend is of the utmost importance, and PE Science pumpkin pie protein powder adds intense pumpkin spice flavoring without being able to tell there's even any protein powder in it whatsoever. It is a limited edition flavor, only comes around in the fall, and you could use code E4CM to save 10% off your order. However, it sells out quickly, and I still want you to be able to make this recipe, so instead, you can just use 102 grams of the snickerdoodle protein and just double up on the pumpkin spice. Speaking of, let's add 3 grams pumpkin spice, 7 grams ground cinnamon, 3 grams salt, 4 grams baking powder, 2 grams baking soda, and a half gram xanthan gum to our bowl. We'll whisk all those ingredients together, making sure they are thoroughly combined, and put that bowl off to the side. Then we will grab another bowl and into it add 425 grams pure pumpkin, 2 eggs, and 18 grams avocado oil. Inevitably, there will be a couple of people in the comments section asking if they can skip the avocado oil and/or just use egg whites. The answer to that is a big fat no. The oil and egg yolks are the only 2 ingredients that are going to keep the muffin moist. Without them, you will come back to the comment section to let me know that the muffins are F tier and that I don't know how to cook. The truth is, I tested all my recipes repeatedly to make sure that they were S tier, and that is why so many people have used my cookbook and had major success on their weight loss journey. If your diet includes meals you love, it'll make your life so much easier. If you want an updating cookbook while getting new recipes before anyone else, check out the link in the pinned comment and use code E4CM for 10% off. We will finish the wet ingredients by adding 6 grams imitation vanilla, 40 grams brown sugar erythritol, and 40 grams granulated erythritol to our bowl. Using our whisk, we will make sure everything is combined thoroughly so all the sweetener dissolves. Then we will grab our other bowl and add the dry ingredients to the wet ingredients and start whisking. We want to whisk until there is just a few streaks of dry ingredients left, which is when we will switch over to a rubber spatula. We will finish by folding in the mix and scraping across the bottom to make sure the dry ingredients have dissolved. It is absolutely crucial for this recipe to just get it to the point of combined so the batter doesn't get overmixed, which would make the muffins rubbery and dry when they come out of the oven. The only thing left to do is load the batter up, and to do that, I like to use an ice cream scoop. You can certainly do this with a spoon, but I find it much easier and quicker to scoop and plop. And of course, to make jumbo muffins, we will need a jumbo muffin pan. This is the one I bought from Amazon and have used it countless times at this point with perfect results every time, so I would highly recommend it. I will put anything I use in the description below if you want to check it out. Whatever pan you do use, make sure it is steel so that it will efficiently conduct the heat and cook these muffins to perfection. The next thing I do to make these muffins look top tier is use muffin liners. The muffin pan is non-stick, so it works without them, but I thought they made the muffins look dope and it helps me avoid burning the shit out of my hands.
Oh, damn it.
So let's drop in the baking cups and give them a quick spray with oil to avoid stickage. Then put the bowl of batter on the scale, scoop some out, and load it into the first tray until the scale says minus 140 grams. You can definitely eyeball this, but for a better aesthetic and an equal amount of calories, I weigh each one out. Once each hole is filled, we will become Picasso in this bitch. Take a spoon, put the bottom of it in the middle of a muffin, and spin it in a circle. We will pretend the spoon is like a drill as it spins, trying to make a hole in the muffin about 1.5 inches deep. While doing this, the batter will push up the sides of the liner. Repeat for the remaining muffins and grab your cheesecake batter, which should be very, very cold at this point. Snip the tip of the gallon bag and start filling each muffin just before the batter reaches the top. Let's say about 1/4 inch from the top. Repeat for each muffin until everyone is filled up. There should be enough batter to perfectly fill each muffin with a considerable amount of cheesecake, which means you'll have cheesecake in each bite. Once each muffin is filled, put it in a preheated 300-degree oven for 32 to 36 minutes, flipping the pan around halfway through for even cooking. The exact cook time is going to vary oven to oven, but it is of utmost importance not to overcook the muffins.
Oh, yeah.
If you can shake the pan and the cheesecake has a little jiggle to it, the muffins are done. You can also do the good old toothpick test to be sure, but you have to go from the side of the muffin since there is cheesecake filling in the middle 2/3. Personally, I would err on the side of underdone than overdone because protein treats get overcooked and dry in as little as 1 to 2 minutes. Once finished, get them out of the pan and onto a wire rack to make sure there is no carryover cooking. You now have pumpkin cheesecake muffins that are best enjoyed while they are still warm, or throwing them in the freezer and microwaving them when ready to eat one. After 60 to 75 seconds in the microwave, followed by 1 minute of wait time, the muffin is warm and the cheesecake is cold yet soft like it just came out of the fridge. This warm and cold contrast is absolutely insane. Compared to Starbucks cheesecake muffins, they have 90 less calories, 4 times the protein, are 40% bigger, and have way more cheesecake filling. Not to mention, the Starbucks version isn't even that good. I can guarantee you will not get sick of these muffins for months to come, but variety is the spice of life. Blueberry and chocolate chip muffins are also goated, and in this video here, I make both with macros similar to the pumpkin cheesecake muffins, which will satisfy all of your muffin needs. I'll see you there. Until next time, deuces.
Or we can reheat it for 69 seconds, baby. Oh, fuck yeah.